Hello, hello, hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see ya, good to see ya, good to see ya. What is up, Eligros and Elf and Whalelord in the Big Aboofski? Big Aboofski. Mona the Conqueror, Neros, Viper. How is everyone today? Lucid, good to see you. The Starman DX. Oh my goodness. Wizards. Wizards has this weird habit of being like, oh, we're starting spoilers on this day. And then be like, guess what? Here's a bunch of Planeswalkers a few days before the day that they say. So today was, I guess, Strixhaven's surprise spoiler day. Kismina, Enigma Sage, also new Liliana that's not technically Liliana, but is technically Liliana, Darkwing Duck. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So that's why the stream's a little late. We got surprise spoilers. The spoiler video is still processing, so we're going to have to do a little team unprocessing to get the video live once it finishes processing. But I didn't want to skip the stream altogether, so I figured, better to start late and have a shorter than normal stream than not stream at all. So yeah. What do you think of these new cards, though? Like, how insane are these cards? Darkwing Duck Evercleave is awesome. It is pretty busted. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super share for you. I mean, yeah, that's the first thing you see when you see Kismina. You're like, one green-blue Planeswalker? Oh, no. But I think it's actually it's very unique, and I don't think it's broken. It's a weird planeswalker in that its main power, I think, is powering up other planeswalkers. If you could erase that static ability and you just read the rest of it, 2 loyalty plus 2 to scry 1, meh. Negative X to make a token, kind of expensive loyalty wise. Ultimate, obviously good, but you can't judge planeswalkers by their ultimate. The real payoff for Kasmina is that static ability, where your other planeswalkers have Kasmina's loyalty abilities, which lets you tick up planeswalkers that normally can't gain loyalty, allows you to rush the ultimate in some really weird ways with some high loyalty planeswalkers. So I think that's actually pretty interesting. Professor Onyx, I don't know. What do you think about having a Liliana that is not named Liliana? That's the first thing that sticks out to me about Professor Onyx. Like, it is a Liliana. I believe this is the first ever Planeswalker in Magic's history that has not had its name in its card name. It's very strange. Is she in disguise? Is that actually the lore of it? Oh, I didn't realize she was in disguise. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense if she's in disguise. So anyway, you got Sneaky Liliana, probably better known as Professor Onyx. Magecraft. As soon as I read Magecraft, I assumed that the ability was if you control 3 or more mages, do something. Because it's like Metalcraft. That seemed like something wizards would do. But apparently it's like prowess, but only for instants and sorceries. I mean, it's a sweet ability. We have seen essentially Magecraft on a ton of cards. The Big Lebowski! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Like, discounting the or if you copy a spell part, it's essentially like Thousand Year Storm, Row Storm Conduit, Electrostatic Field. There's a million cards that trigger when you take and cast an instant or sorcery. So now we have a word for it, and the word is Magecraft. The rest of the Planeswalker, +1 to essentially strategic planning and lose a life. So +1 draw a card. -3, an edict effect for every opponent that gets the biggest creature, but kind of like protection, but not insane protection. And then -8, I actually feel like this ultimate is a little bit matchup dependent. Ox Titan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Like, in some games, your opponent's going to have 7 cards in hand. You're going to ultimate your Liliana, and they're going to take in, like, discard 3 cards and take 12, or discard 4 cards and take 9, and, like, whatever. You kind of wasted your Planeswalker. On the other hand, if your opponent's empty-handed, repeating that 7 times, discard a card or lose 3 life, just kill someone on the spot. So I don't think Professor Onyx is, like, busted. I think by far, for me, the most interesting aspect is the Magecraft ability. Like, being a mono-black Storm deck, or playing it with Bolas's Citadel or something seems really sweet. The rest of it's just kind of like a generically okay, but not overpowered Planeswalker. Kind of like old Obnixilis. Like Obnixilis Reignited. It's kind of that archetypical +1 draw card, negative something removal, and minus something ultimate, win the game, kind of, maybe eventually. We've seen a ton of Planeswalkers like that. So I feel like Professor Onyx, I like the Storm aspect, but kind of a generic Planeswalker. Kasmina looks underpowered, but it has a Simic 3-drop, which means they're usually busted, and the static is really, really interesting. So, anyway, I'm rambling on. I mean, there's going to be a spoiler video if this video ever finishes processing on the YouTube, but I didn't want to wait to start streaming until after it finishes processing, so I figured we could, you can see it right here. I figured we could, we can do it together. If it ever finishes processing, we can upload. I'll show you how to upload a video to YouTube. We will learn behind the scenes at mtgoldfish.com how to make a spoiler video. And the number one answer is wait for YouTube to process, which you never know. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not fast. So anyway, in the meantime, while we're waiting for the video to process, we're gonna play some Magic, and we can give Crim a raid when we're done. So we're gonna do some trolling today in Standard. You might remember this deck. This is a Memer Dream deck, a somewhat updated Memer Dream deck that people seem to really like, and I also really enjoyed playing. So I figured we'll give it another shot. This time with a sideboard, this time with a bit of updates. So the plan of this deck, if you remember, what we're trying to do is ramp, Wolflow Haven, Cultivates, Migration Pass, hopefully ramp into Lithiform Engine. Lithiform Engine copies all kinds of things. We can draw extra cards with Maze Mind's Tome, we can fetch out extra lands with Fabled Passage, but really, we're trying to Lithiform Engine and copy Alred's Epiphany, for 2 extra turns and a bunch of birds. Copy Waking the Trolls to blow up a bunch of lands and then make a bunch of trolls. Seagate Restoration, new addition to draw a bunch of cards. Genesis Ultimatum draws a bunch of cards. Battle of Frost and Fire to sweep the board along with Storm's Wrath. And that's essentially the deck. Ramp, ramp, ramp. Copy, copy, copy. Troll, troll, troll. Maybe win sometimes. So the big additions to the deck. No more Svel in the main deck, unfortunately. I felt like having a single creature in the main deck was a little awkward because we really want our opponent to take their removal out of the deck, because our sideboard, we have like Elder Gargaras, we have Comas, we have some Rogue Hate with the escape creatures, but we really want our opponents to be like, oh no, I can't have these removal spells. Take out their removal and then bring in like 4 Elder Gargaroths and just jank out, because you can't beat a Gargaroth if you don't have removal usually. So having one Svel seemed like opposite that plan, so that's why the Svel's gone. Migration's Path over the bad Growth Spiral, I can't even remember the name of it, the 3-drop Growth Spiral type card, because it's more consistent and it can still cycle. Otherwise, the deck is trying to do the same thing. We have some gift subs. Elf handing out gift subs to Sigor More the Silent, Usagami, Rex, and the Holy Turnip God. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup tier for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New Liliani can grab off Sultai Ultimatum with Vorinclex and instantly destroy their hand. That's not bad. Is that the best Planeswalker in Standard to grab with? Is there a better option? Is there a better Planeswalker to grab in Standard? Like, old War of the Spark 6-mana Liliana, I think is better in Historic, but in Standard, I mean, Tybalt's really good. Tybalt might be better. Yeah, maybe that is the best monocolored Planeswalker. Okay, so that actually has some potential then. Hey, what's up, Hamasugi? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at Planeswalkers, and we got a new donation, and I promise we're going to play Magic. We really are. Maybe not as long as we hope, but we're going to get into Magic. We're going to do some trolling. Lucid, $2 donation. Hey, Seth, I opened my TSR box yesterday, and I was going to open a foil Old Water hollow one. Ooh, congratulations, Lucid. That's awesome. Good call, and thank you for the donation. As far as Standard, I think with the new Kismina, most interesting Planeswalkers to me, Garruk. Garruk can't gain loyalty easily. Play Kismina, uptick +2 Garruk, ultimate for the permanent overrun. That seems really good. Ashiok is interesting. Play it, uptick once, ultimate the next turn. Have to have another way to exile. That seems pretty good. And the most scary, though, is probably going to be, so maybe like Sultai Planeswalkers can be a thing. The most scary, though, is probably Teferi Master of Time. Play Kismina, Teferi, +2, +2, +2, +2. So it takes 2 turns of plussing each turn. To get to the ultimate, then you get 2 extra turns. Teferi survives, +2, +2, that's up to 5. Go through another turn cycle and a half, +++, 2 extra turns. I don't know how anyone beats that. Like, I don't know how anyone beats Kismina with Teferi on the battlefield for, like, those 2 extra turns. That seems really, really strong, so... Oh, but anyway, we're trolling today. We gotta do reminders. Real quick reminders. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. So much going on the YouTube. There's a really sweet bunch of Magic. You should watch it. It is spicy. Simic Snow Stompy. Making a budget version of Snow in Modern. It just went up a couple hours ago. Of course, the spoiler video gonna go up if it ever gets done. Podcast going up as soon as the stream's done. Against the Odds, collected Conjuring in Modern this week. Spoiler content the end of the week. So much on the YouTube. A reminder that our sponsor today, hello Shelby, in Swing for Zero. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. A little bit of a weird one because the spoiler is coming up, so a little later, a little bit rushed. But welcome, good to have you. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and if you need some Magic cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Let them know you want one. They got Time Spiral up. I'm sure Strixhaven pre-sales will be coming soon. Black Markets, Pun of Ulamogs, you name it, you can get it at cardkingdom.com. Otherwise, we already had a donation. It was very appreciated, but never required. $2 or more gets your message right on stream. And merch page. Clean out Richard's garage. Tokens, t-shirts, playmats, tons of stuff to pick up to support the stream and the channel and the site. 3 days to your birthday? Ooh, yeah. And spoiler season, which I guess, man, this video is never going to process. I wonder if there's a YouTube bug. Uh-oh. Why is this? Usually it does not take this long to process, but it's still processing. Now I'm starting to get a little nervous. If I have to re-upload it, that is not going to work with the stream. Well, that's a problem for for 15 minutes from now, Seth. Let's do some trolling. Hey, what's up, Bailey Gaming? How are you? All right, so let's do some trolling. Also, I don't think we're going to get to it because we got off to such a late start and our stream's going to be shorter than normal. But also on the list for some point is this Golgari Citadel deck, which could use a new Liliana perhaps. But this Golgari Citadel deck for historic, someone played it in a tournament. I made a few changes to it, but it looks really fun. So maybe we'll do some Citadeling in historic at some point as well. But for now, we're going to troll standard. So what do you think about the new Planeswalkers? Like, how good are they? Do you have any plans on playing Magic Legends? So, not really. I was going to do a stream or a video with the Commander Clash crew. We were all going to, like, co-op and play together. I don't play games like that. Richard, Tomer, and Krim apparently have played some games along those lines, but then we found out that it's only 3 players. So that kind of defeated the whole purpose of it. Because if we can't all do it, it kind of defeats the purpose of doing the Commander Clash crew thing. Well, let me see, Thingham. Oh yeah, Santa's Mutate. I want to try that deck too. I saw a glimpse of it at the Hooglandia Open over the weekend, and it looked really funny. That's one of the few historic anthology cards we haven't played yet. 5-color Niv for historic. That looks solid. I like Niv decks. Niv decks are just really fun to play. I always have fun when I get to play a Niv deck. That looks good though. Yeah, I know it's like, I figured a lot of people are going to be playing Magic Legends. I honestly don't really care about Magic Legends. It's just not my thing. So I don't really care about it. So I really wanted to stream today, even though we got off to a late start because of spoilers, because I want to give there's got to be some other people that don't really care about Magic Legends. So I figured all of you might need a place to hang out and watch Magic because everyone else is streaming Magic Legends today. Oh boy, Robber of the Rich. Okay. Well, I mean, this Battle of Frost and Fire should be good. See what gets stolen. Alright, hopefully our opponent does not get to 7 mana. That would be awkward. Pathway to the... Wait, what's our plan? So we cultivate. That gets us a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we need that. Alright, cultivate to the bottom. Take our beads. Untap. Another Triome. Play this on... green, cultivate, blue, and red. Red into play. Well, we do get to Wrath next turn. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully this Robber of the Rich does not steal anything spectacular about it. Alright. Well, opponent's going to steal a lot of cards, but then we're going to Wrath their board, so hopefully... Alright, run them all out, opponent. Everyone, get them out there. Play into the Battle of Frost and Fire that you're definitely not expecting. Yeah, the snow lands had no value in the deck, so I took them out and replaced them with normal lands, because we got wrecked by Redain during Memer Dream. Has anyone tried playing Magic Legends? How is it? Well, Battle of Frost and Fire. Haha, out of here, robbers. We're still at 10. We're going to gain 4. We got trolls coming. We're not in the worst of shape. Hopefully our opponent's hand is 2 Embercleaves. That would make me happy. Is it good? That's it? You're done? Are we scooping him up? Battle of Frost and Fire? Can't beat it? Okay, well, there's the giant. All right, we will scry. Ooh, ooh. Alrund's Epiphany, we will keep it. Untap. 3 lands. Oh, we're gonna have to shock ourselves? Bolt ourselves? Miss Beginning, did you, wait. Missed the beginning. Did you already talk about the new Planeswalkers? Yeah, we talked about them, and there's a spoiler video currently processing that we're waiting for that's going to go live on the YouTube as soon as it's done. Hey, thank you for the cheer, Don't Nap. I don't really like the uncommon land. I don't really want tap lands, basically. Well, we'll keep one land. Sure, keep a land. Seagate Restoration. Hurt ourselves a bit. Troll you. Bluff a mountain. Pass the turn. We can gain 4 if our opponent tries to kill us. Next turn, we can take an extra turn and ultimate waking the trolls, and we should be fine. Okay. Well, we're going to 1. Ooh, yeah. Opponent passes. We will take a land. We do got to be careful of, like, a shock or something. Ooh, enjoy your math class, Super Shack. Alrund's Epiphany. Extra turn. Loot. Discard Fabled Passage. I feel like we can't tap this, because if our opponent has a burn spell, we die with the trigger on the stack, which is so incredibly awkward. Triome. Here comes the trolls. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, the luck of the trolls. That does it. Drum pack. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Now we don't even if they got it, they're dead. Yeah, I didn't want to tap the. If we tap the Maze Mind's Tome, then our opponent could burn us in response to the gain life, which would potentially kill us. But if we leave it untapped and they try to burn us, then we could gain life in response. Whoa, trolls coming through. Let's see, how's our video processing doing? Oh my goodness, this has got to be a bug. This should not be taking so long. Well, awkward. Sideboarding against mono red. Now that we have one, Klothys seems actually Gargaroth for sure. Gargaroth is our best card. Klothys is probably okay if we can find room, and that might be it. We'll go down Genesis Ultimatum. We'll go down Migration's Path. Migration Path, Lithiform Engine. Maybe like that. Thinking gain life. Yeah, we could have done it before the giant attacked. We probably should have. Just gain the life. Yeah, Klothys, the life gain is relevant. Yeah, I don't know. What would you compare Magic Legends to? I've just never really played games like that. I don't know if I'd like it or not. My impression of those games is a 10-year-old Diablo. My impression of games like that is they are really long and slow, which is weird because I love Civ, which is very long and slow. But I think it's because Civ has, like... I think it's because Civ has goals laid out in front of you. When it comes to games where you just wander around and try to find things, I don't have the patience for games like that. Opponent gets in. Robber of the rich. Steals a land. Hits us. I mean, we need a sweeper at some point. Or a Gargaroth. Oh boy. I don't cultivate. We might be getting run over. Land. Put a land into play. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Ooh, feeling a little nervous. If our opponent has Cleave, we're dead. What a fast mono red start. What is happening with the Magic Show? Oh, they have it too. It's like the 4-card nuts. Down to 7. Please, Magic Gods. We need the sweeper, and we need it now. Well, okay. Not a sweeper, but good. Gargaroth. Although our opponent gets to draw cards with our Mazebine's Tome that they stole with the Robber of the Rich. Ooh, well, land go. No cleaves, no cleaves, no cleaves. Land for our opponent. Wow! We have 0 creatures in our main deck. How did they leave that in? Why did they bring that in? That's kind of mind-blowing. I think we got by what seems like a clear punt. How in the world? Or I guess maybe our opponent just doesn't know our deck well enough. I am absolutely shocked. Well, it blows my mind in this deck because we intentionally are playing 0 main deck creatures. So it is just like a really weird card to bring in against a deck with 0 creatures. But, well, we got a Battle of Frost and Fire. Hopefully I feel like our opponent intentionally mulliganing to try to turn on Robber of the Rich? I almost feel like that's the strategy our opponent's using. I don't know if that's a good strategy, but I kind of think that's what's happening. Well, try 'em go. Yeah, that could be that they just expected creatures, even though we didn't actually have them. Mountain. Fervent Champion hits us. Island go. About it. Trying to mulligan into 2 Fervent Champions. Castle Embreth. They did it! They do it every time! Every time. They are trying to do that on purpose. They're intentionally mulliganing to Robber of the Rich, and then... Huh, interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone use that technique before. Well, land go. About it. Oh, the Crowan War's a good card. I'm just more confused that our opponent would bring it in against a creature-free deck. About it. Steals are waking the trolls. Well, with 2 Wraths, if they play Bone Crusher, we Storm's Wrath. If not, we can Battle of Frost and Fire. Well, Robber of the Rich wants your opponent to have more cards in hand than you. So, it's normally better when you're on the play, or if you mulligan to 5, your opponent's almost always going to have more cards in hand than you, so you're going to hit with Robber of the Rich. I don't know if I would say that's worth it, but now I'm scared to play Gargaroth. Yeah, let's just do this. Out of here, dorks. I am worried to play. Are we just not going to play this Gargaroth? We might not. Yeah, I guess that's the most likely outcome, is our opponent just didn't realize that we didn't have any creatures. Wow, those are mostly good cards. I'll keep the souls here. Play Clothis. Thankfully not a creature, so it can't get got by a Crowan War. Play Pathway on blue. Pass the turn. So, how hyped are you for Strixhaven? Now that we've got to see some spoilers. Hype level increasing? Decreasing? About it. Hits us with the Faceless Haven. Technically turns on our Waking the Trolls. Sure. Down to 8. Well, let's cycle. I'm like super hyped. I think Strixhaven was honestly the set I was least excited about for the year. But I still think it's going to be really sweet, and I'm still really hyped for it. Yeah. Gain some life. We might need a straw poll on whether we play this Gargaroth. Oh, I'm so afraid. I think we're not going to. I would like to loot, but it's just not worth the risk. It's too risky. Dylan Hunter, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup tier for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Crushy Crusherton. Pathway on blue, 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 green, green, red, red. All right, put this on red. Go. What's your opinion on Keldheim? I'm a little low, all things considered. Yeah, so Keldheim, I feel like it was a little bit powered down. However, I feel like Keldheim is a set that might make more sense as the next 18 months of Standard go along or whatever. Like, once we get more support for the tribes, I think that people have a different opinion of Keldheim. Because there were 10 tribes or something in that set. And it is really hard to make 10 playable tribes with a single set. Maybe even impossible. So I think once we get more support for those tribes, and all of a sudden like elves are a thing in Standard or giants are a thing in Standard, then I think the power level is going to make a lot more sense. Kind of like Party a little bit. I still think that Party, once we get to the D&D set, is probably going to be very strong. Yeah, let's Storm's Wrath. Get rid of Bone Crusher. I mean, if our opponent ever completely runs out of cards, then we'll play Gargaroth and YOLO it. Yeah, I mean, that's true. There is an inherent problem with Party, which keeping any 4 creatures on the battlefield is not easy. But I do think it'll continue to get better as we get more sets. And I think the same is true of... how do we die? 1, 2, 3, attack. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they have a land in hand, they play the land, they top deck Embercleave, they still can't kill us? Can we play Lithiform here without dying? Hey, what's up, Goddard Hazard? How are you? You know what? Let's just wait. We'll wait a turn. We'll wait. I kind of want to kill this Faceless Haven. If we kill the Faceless Haven, then I'll feel a lot more comfortable to run it out. Kasmina's sweet. Relic Robber. Okay. Not very good against the Wrath tribal deck, but kill Relic Robber. Okay. Okay. Scry. Now it might be time for Gargs, although I'm still a little afraid they're going to top deck it. Wizard spoiler stream is Thursday. Not until Thursday for the spoiler stream. We weren't supposed to have spoilers today. Wizards specifically said spoilers don't start until Thursday, but we got some early bonuses. What do we do? Can we play Gargs now? Just draw. I don't want to keep taking this damage. All right, we're gonna go for it. Play Gargaroth. Oh. If they top deck the Saga, If they top deck the Saga, we can live the form next turn, I think. I am just a little worried about our life total. Oh, okay, Fireblade Charger. That is not a Crowan War. We're good. We're good. We're fine. Well, draw a card. And I feel like we'll find something else good to copy, and I don't really want to take 4. I just feel like there's risk. If we get too low on life, I don't know. I like maintaining our life total here, and I'm pretty confident that we will find something else to copy with Lithiform Engine. Yeah, I mean, we can copy worst case Garg's trigger. We can copy Maze Mind Tome's trigger. So we're going to have something to do with it this turn. And hopefully that something finds us more somethings to win the game with extra turn spells or whatever. Ooh. Clothis has been sweet. Clothis is keeping us around. Yes, there's a podcast today. Recorded the podcast directly into spoiler video, directly into stream, directly into upload podcast, and hopefully eventually the spoiler video, if it... This must be... Oh, maybe it was wrong to... I wanted to start the stream as quickly as possible. I did not consider that maybe YouTube would not process the video, and I'd have to re-upload it. Awkward. What do you think of the non-aggro path wizards are taking with Boros and Commander? I think that is a great plan. You know what, let's just gain 8. How do we lose if we go up to 1,000,000 life? Seems hard. Up to 18. Draw land. Play a land. On blue. Go to combat. Attack you. Draw a card. Whoo! Alright. Oh, life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Wolf Willow Haven. Double trolls incoming. Wait, what doesn't work? Wait, that doesn't work? We didn't get to gain life? Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't realize that didn't work. Oh, if you exile it. So the copy's not exiled? I guess I should have read Maze Mind's Tome. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter, but you were correct. We could have drawn an extra card. Opponent pass. Oh, passes. Now I just feel bad because our opponent's dying, and that's giving us less time to copy sweet things. Opponent down to 4. Well, I got bad news for you, opponent. The trolls are waking. The opponent is scooping. Ooh, that was good. Did I have... Yes. Double smiley for that one. Oh. Do you see more Bloodforged Battle Axe effects with Boros Commander from Strixhaven? Oh boy. I do think there will be more Bloodforged Battle Axe effects. It's a really cool and shockingly expensive effect. So I think there will be more of them. Whether or not there's more of them in Strixhaven, I feel like predicting cards to come in a specific set is is a fool's errand. It's basically impossible. So I would be shocked if we didn't get more cards like Bloodforge Battle Axe in the future. Whether or not that's Strixhaven Commander or someplace else, I have no idea. Electric Light for the 14th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. And also Dartle for the first time. Big soups here for both of you. Thank you for your subs. Hey, Seth, I bought a box of Time Stone Remastered. Absolutely love it. What set do you want to see remastered next? I want to see Innistrad Remastered. Innistrad Remastered, makes a lot of sense. Innistrad would be sweet. There's some older sets that I would love. One of my all-time favorite draft formats is IPA, Invasion Planeshift Apocalypse. IPA is so much fun. It's like the first good multicolor draft format, and Limited is just so sweet. The problem is, I believe that the IPA, yeah. Actually, wait, is that post-reserve list? It is post-reserve list, isn't it? Oh! Okay, IPA, number one choice. Invasion, Planeshift Apocalypse, please. Oh, that would be so... And there's good money cards. You get Phyrexian Altar, Elvish Champion somehow is $30 now, Empress Galena, Captain Sisay, Sterling Grove, $15 uncommon, Planeshift, Diabolic Intent, Orm's Chat, Lord of the Undead, Apocalypse, Phyrexian Arena, the original Painlands. I would like to see IPA, I think. IPA remastered would be very high on my list. Innistrad would also be fun too. That's just like such a fun Limited format. Like literally one of my favorite to play. It's just so much fun to play. You have all these multicolor combinations, and a lot of the color combinations just have really sweet cards. So yeah. I could see that. Innistrad would be sweet. I would also like to see it from the other end, where maybe instead of remastering sets that I love, maybe they can use it to remaster sets that I didn't love and make me like them. Like, Kamigawa has some really cool mechanics, but it also has some god-awful mechanics and really just underpowered set. Maybe if you could take the best cards from all three Kamigawa sets and put them together into one set, maybe that would make for a sweet set. So I could see that being an interesting option too. What set do you want to see remastered most, chat? What's top tier? What website is that? The website I can look to check the set's current prices. Oh, that is mtggoldfish.com. If you go to Goldfish, you can not only watch a stream. Oh my goodness, two of us. If you go to the site and you go to prices and price lists, and then you get these pop-ups for like legacy, so forth, modern. You can choose whatever set, and it'll take you to that page that we were just on. So, ooh, interesting. I don't really like how this is going to let our opponent survive a Wrath, potentially. That's awkward. Ooh, yeah, let's upkeep Scry. Land or ramp, I think we want. Cultivate works. That counts as ramp. Well, cultivate. Get a land. We have a new donation from, hey, what's up, Doug? Dane Wildfire, $5 donation at Invasion pre-release. I put 2 Armadillo Cloaks at Atlanta War Night, swung for 6, gained 12. Oh, yeah, there were just so many sweet cards in this set. That sounds awesome. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I'll put a land into play. Pass the turn. Well, we're going to have choices. We'll see what our opponent does. This can fizzle our Wrath. We would like our opponent not to assemble a full party. Oh boy, Tazri. Da Juice Caboose and Caboose. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Hey, Seth, just had a little girl been soothing her to sleep with the sound of your voice. Well, congratulations, C4 Boost. That is amazing. That is awesome. I'm glad my silky smooth voice could be of assistance. Oh, well, What is our... Okay, so I think our plan is actually to go trolling. Waking the Trolls. blow up the blue source. So in theory, we can scry for... Actually, we don't even need to scry for a land. Waking the Trolls will give us a land. So we can Elrond's Epiphany to ultimate Waking the Trolls, and hopefully that's enough. Like, hopefully that does it. So many subs today. Thank you so much. ST Cards fan, Chimix, the Juice Caboose again. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dispair Sentinel. All right. I think the Trolls are going to do it. If we hit another Elrond's Epiphany, they're definitely going to do it. Oh, God. That's a full party, isn't it? Well, that's not great. I think I underestimated the potential for a full party here. The awkward part is Battle of Frost and Fire gets a lot worse. Well, okay. Elrond's Epiphany gets a lot better. 2 in a row, 2 in a row. Oh, hit us. Oh, no, our opponent dies this way. We go to 3. Oh! Well, now we die. Huh. Okay. So now we lose no matter what we do. Journey to Oblivion. Oh, we were just gonna win the game there. Yeah, that Linvala did. And more. Oh, we can't even cast it now? Yeah? Alright, fair enough. That is the most awkward. Huh. Yeah, not being able to sweep the board there was really bad news. Huh. Well, 2 Soul Seers in. We'll go down a Genesis Ultimatum and a Migrations Path. Run it like that. Wow. What a blowout. Oh, I thought we had it for sure. Well, we can't keep this. Alright. Probably going to have to put Lithiform Engine to the bottom, unfortunately. Well, we shall see. We got a Storm's Wrath. See if our opponent has Lavinia again. Oh. Yeah, I mean, not exiling the Saga and our opponent just dies, so that was definitely a good choice by our opponent. Well, play this on green. Wolf Willowhaven. Go. Opponent. So, Strixhaven stream, we start official spoiler season Thursday at, I believe noon Eastern time. Wizards is doing a preview stream at twitch.tv/magic. So, as far as I'm aware, there wasn't supposed to be any previews until Thursday. So as far as I know, there's no spoilers or anything until then. Well, opponent has another one. Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna Wrath of Lavinia. Epiphany's not the worst. Well, Storm's Wrath. Kill a creature. Opponent sacks, sure. I mean, there's more Wraths where that came from. Yeah, there's a spoiler video that's going to be going up someday. Still processing. Oh. Okay. Well, forest to the bottom. Opponent. Grows their dork. Goes attacking. More lands. Well, draw a card. More. Oh my god, the flood. I don't play a land past the turn. Not good, not good. Land for our opponent. Just bear a Sentinel. Journey to Oblivion. Opponent's all about that Journey to Oblivion. Watch them also have the counter spell. That would be so awkward to lose to a party deck. Alrund's Epiphany. Alright, no counter. Well, we will cycle Migration's Path. Not the best timing. Not the best timing at all. Well, okay. Lithiform Engine after the extra turn spell. Like Paul Bearer. Is that good or bad? I feel like if we foretell, then our opponent knows. They know what we're doing and are more likely to leave up counter magic. Maze Mind Stone. I'll play Tome. Draw a card. Copy the ability. Draw 2 cards. Both lands. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright. We're gonna lose to a party deck. Hey, what's up, Recall? We're gonna lose to party. Phone it. Getting frisky. We will block. Drop to 6. Our deck has so many sweepers too. Cycle the Triome. Another land. Battle of Frost. Ooh, okay. So the Shapeshifter lives, but that's fine. Play the Forest. Battle of Frost and Fire. Wrathu, except for the Gladewalker. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. I think we'd rather copy the card draw. I think we'd rather copy the immediate card draw than copy Battle of Frost and Fire for minimal value. Opponent goes digging. Ooh. Another Linvala. Okay. Yeah, that's tough. Gonna need Alrund's Epiphany. That's a card we need more than any. Well, we get a bunch of card draw, which is good. Draw a card. Copy it. Draw 2 cards. Come on. Land again. Alright, there's an Epiphany. Doing it. Opponent. That's good. That's very good. That gives us some hope. Opponent hits us for 1. Down to 5. You can copy Battle of Frost and Fire. On the stack with Lithiform Engine. It's sometimes worth it, but ooh, C8 Wreckage. Oh, this is going to be great. Alright, Scry 3. I think we might win this now. Battle of Frost and Fire bottom. Triumph bottom. Keep the Waking the Trolls. Alrund's Epiphany. Copy it. Double Trouble. Make some birds. Play a land. Untap. Oh, we're going to draw so many cards. Opponent is partying. Attempting to. Yes. Also going to be so good. Seagate Restoration. New Edition. Cast it. Loot. Discard Cultivate. Copy Seagate Restoration. Draw Infinite. Yes, yes, yes. Give us more. Give us... Oh, don't mill out, please. Okay. Seagate Restoration was a good addition. I really enjoy this deck too. It's so much fun to play. What is the episode for the podcast today? Today's podcast episode is mostly focused on MTG Finance, actually. We did a finance topic, but then the Planeswalker spoilers came up while we were recording the podcast. So we tossed in Planeswalker spoilers too, but mostly like card prices, reprints, how to get card prices down, how things have changed so much since we started doing the podcast. I don't know if any of you have been listening to the podcast from the beginning. That was one of our big focuses, honestly. Like in the beginning, MTG Finance was like one of our primary topics on the podcast. So yeah, it was kind of interesting to see how much things had changed. Well, I'm just worried about Lavinia shutting down our sweeper, but well, Triumph go. Seems like a matchup that's going to get harder with our opponent on the play, theoretically. The party deck is maddeningly inconsistent, but it can get off to some really fast starts sometimes. Wolfo is not a bad draw. Opponent. Land. Alright. Gladewalker hits us. Well, yeah, Forest Migration Path. Mountain and Mountain. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! Full party. Yeah. One turn too slow, I think. Well, Hour's Epiphany. Untap. Die. Oh, we needed to be on the play rather than the draw. Losing the die roll in that matchup was brutal. I feel like we won both games. We won pretty easily when we were on the play, but our opponent, when they were on the play, had some pretty good draws. Yeah, our deck is not a deck that can really punish the party player. What keeps party in check and makes it not super competitive is just like cheap removal. With cheap removal, it's just so hard to assemble a party if you're playing against Blood Chief's Thirst and so forth, but our deck is more expensive sweep removal. But yeah, like Bone Crushers, Blood Chief's Thirst, then no one shows up to your party. You're the sad little kid that has no one show up to their birthday party, waiting for the door to knock. It never happens. I know that feeling from playing party decks. Oh, that's awkward. That's a lot of sweepers against a deck that might not be playing many creatures. Yeah, I mean, party's really, really powerful. But it comes with the big drawback that you gotta get 4 creatures to stick on the... Oh, no. That's... Okay, that's a lot of sweepers for the Yarion matchup. A lot of sweepers. About it. Oh. Well, at least that's a creature. Even more lands. How Fabled Passage go? Booted. Mono green Stompy in Modern in the next Budget Magic. Ooh, well, I'm already working on something for the next Budget Magic. What? What is happening? What is happening? Okay. Well, I guess we're dead. We're just going to play lands and... Huh? Yeah, that's gonna work. Mantle of the Wolf. Okay. Oh, please sack that. If they sack this and get a creature that dies to a Wrath, we're kind of okay. Or they get a Gargaroth, which does not. Alright, well, we know what our opponent's doing now. They're janking it up. Hey, what's up, Disciple? How are you? Yeah, Enigmatic Incarnation, eh? Well, we probably do not want Enigmatic Incarnation trees out. We'll bring in Negate. We'll bring in Mystic Dispute. I wonder if they're playing Sultai Ultimatum, too. We don't actually have just Enchantment Destruction. Maybe go down a Migration's Path, go down a Storm's Wrath, and... I'm honestly not super sold on Genesis Ultimatum in this deck. Hey, what's up, Dodos? How goes the science? When's the next viewer submitted week Commander Clash? I got a sick Dronu deck to submit. That is good. Oh boy, if we had a land, that hand would be great. That is a good question. I do not know when the next viewer submitted Commander Clash is yet. Hopefully soon-ish. But I expect it'll be at least a couple of weeks. Opponent. I mean, Enigmatic Incarnation is pretty powerful. If you get Incarnation going, we've played a few Incarnation decks. If you have Incarnation, it's pretty good. Oh my goodness. 27 lands and missing land drops. Okay, so this is very janky. I will say, you hit some and you miss some during spoiler season. I feel like I was very correct about In Search of Great. Oh my goodness, are we just gonna get mana screwed out of this game? I feel like I was very correct about In Search of Greatness. Well, Maze Mind Stone number 2. Pass the turn. Opponent. Alright, sure. Got value out of it. Is it okay for me to link you a commander deck? Yeah. By all means, Daxy. Please do. Opponent gets trigger. Finds a tap land. Mills. A bunch of lands we kind of wanted. Well, we shall see. Opponent hits us for 1. Now we get to scry. Not a land. We get to draw. Is a land. Well, okay. Pathway on red. Battle of Frost and Fire. Kill the dorks. Pass the turn. We did put all of our Alred's Epiphanies to the bottom. Opponent, back to scry mode. Staying alive. Opponent. Sure. Yeah, we put a lot of Elrond's Epiphanies to the bottom, which makes me sad about it. Dryad. And a land drop. And let's scry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go bottom. Scry. Bottom. Draw. Scry. Lithiform engine. Land on blue. Opponent. Are they continuing to go off? Scrying. Losing the binding. Yeah, there's Fabled Passage and like cultivates and stuff. Gets back Kasima. Elder Gargaroth. That is big, and we cannot counter it. Well, draw a card. I think we can 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be able to double Storm's Wrath, though, to sweep the board again. Opponent hits us. Double Storm's Wrath. It should be good. That should save us. This deck is super sweet, but unfortunately probably just worse than Team or Adventure list when it comes to competitive play. I mean, Eldraine is better than everything in Standard, so I think you could say that about basically every sweet deck that is not built around busted Eldraine cards, unfortunately. Well, Storm's Wrath. Copy it. That's how you kill a Gargaroth. That is how you kill a Gargaroth. Pass the turn, opponent scries. Saltayori and busted Eldraine cards. Kasima. Yeah. And opponent's passing. Saltayorion. You know, I think we'll just keep this. We can survive a turn and just keep copying stuff. Keep ramping. Well, cultivate, copy it. Get a land, get a land. Get a land, get a land. Next turn, we might be able to copy Seagate Restoration. Hopefully. Maybe. Pass the turn. Omen of the Hunt. Yeah, I mean, I guess Yarion does not have busted Eldraine cards, really. But it does have companions. Yarion is kind of in its own category. And Surge of Greatness, about it. Scry. Oh, they've been doing a lot of scrying. Yeah, In Search of Greatness ended up being in the safer end of the scale. I think we counter this just to tap our opponent down. Like, they can pay for it, but then they're tapped out. And then we get to copy a Seagate Restoration. And hopefully that puts us in a position where we win in 2 turns. Yeah, opponent pays. Gets a 4-drop. Okay. Oh, do we have a basic left? I'm actually not sure that we do. I think we have 1 left. Alright, let's get our last basic. Seagate Restoration. Copy it. Opponent gonna make spiders. Well, pass the turn. About it. We didn't find a sweeper, which is awkward. Although, hopefully extra turns will be enough, maybe, to get us out of it. Mantle of the Wolf. Sure. About it. Goes attacking. Hits us to 13. Sacks. Battle Mammoth. Okay. I don't know what's going on over there. So. Pathway on blue. Alrund's Epiphany. Copy it. Dispute the dispute. Get a couple extra turns. Okay. Is this going to be enough? How do we beat this board? Battle of Frost and Fire. That's a good start. So we have 2 turns. Oh my goodness, this is going to be convoluted. Can we pull this off? Yeah, Battle of, or Mantle of the Wolf is actually pretty decent. Well, Genesis Ultimatum. Copy it. Waking the Trolls, Lithiform Engine, Pathway. Blow up a land. Lithiform Engine. Whoo! Whoo! Keep it going! Keep it going! That's another one. Keep copying it on the stack. Waking the Trolls. Land. That was spectacular. We will blow up a land. Draw away, my friend. Draw away. We haven't had another extra turns, pal. Wow, what a turn, though. Blow up a land, blow up a land. Opponent's going to make spiders. Land. Wolf, Willow Haven. Cycle Migrations Path. There it is. That's what we were waiting for. Draw a card. Gates of Life. There's the Epiphany. That's exactly what we needed. That's exactly it. Now we got him. Trigger. Give back a land. So we still have an extra turn, right? Or we have no max hand size. Okay, so we need to Battle of Frost and Fire. Actually, do we? How many trolls do we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't even think we need to. Alright, so Alrund's Epiphany. Copy it. Yes. Waking the Trolls. Oh, that is what the deck wants to do. That is max power trolling. It's so fun when it goes off. Like, what other deck in Standard is doing stuff like that? We cast our one Genesis Ultimatum, copied it, hit another lithoform engine with the first copy to be able to copy it again, put everything into play, took a bunch of extra turns, blow up all of our opponent's lands, make a ton of trolls. It is really fun to play. How good it is, I mean, I'm sure it's like a tier 2 deck, like in the middle of the pack. Wow, this video is just not gonna process, is it? Oh no. That's very awkward. Well, I guess the spoiler video is going to be a little late because YouTube does not feel like processing. We have a new subscriber, Recall. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ride? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe Coma's good. The bodies of Coma seem pretty helpful in this matchup. Yeah, we'll go down one lithoform. Try it like that. Ooh, Infinite Narset's Reversal in Historic? I don't think I've seen that before. Well, alright. I guess this hand's fine. We encounter the Incarnation. Wrath the board, hopefully. Take an extra turn. That seems reasonable. Wow, that is a spicy idea. Omen Keel. Interesting. So our opponent must have 2 Casimas then. Because why would you play this on Omen Keel? Or maybe they're going to mill us out. Opponent. Land. Citizen Champion. Hits us. Oh! Exiles 2 very good Magic the Gathering cards. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with where we're at now. We might actually be in a pretty bad spot. I don't get a land. I was not expecting the Omen Keel. I was not. Opponent. Going to steal our lands. Yeah. Whoa! No. That's incorrect. No way. Isn't it a spell in your deck, though? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna lose to Omen Keel. Huh. That was not expected. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. Well, get a land. Foretell Elrod's Epiphany. Pass the turn. Yeah, the MDFCs are just really weird. Opponent, Omen of the Hunt. I've never seen this work before. I've seen Casima, but I've never actually seen the Omen Keel just go off. Opponent gets to draw an extra card, grow their dork. Opponent. Manually tapping for a Destiny Spinner. Well, I guess we gotta counter it. Attempt to. Opponent has a dispute. Draws a card. Omen Keels. Yeah, this deck has a hard time once creatures get up to to 5 toughness. About it. Thinking. Tap land. Well, I mean, this is it. You got another one? Apparently, yes. We really need to win more die rolls. I think every single game we have played has been play draw. I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly. 100% win in games when we play first, and 0% win in games when we play second so far. See, even Yaria decks have busted Eldraine cards, Halfling. There was some debate about that earlier. Mystical Dispute as a 1-mana leak probably qualifies, I would say. That was certainly a pile of enchantments, Shroom. Good game. Mutate Storm. Yeah, we played it on one of our janky standard streams, and it's cute when it goes off, but Mutate's a little bit like Party in the sense it has an inherent problem, which is if your opponent has a removal spell, your deck doesn't do anything. That is kind of... Oh, I'm not saying we're not playing but broken Eldraine cards. Of course we are. It's standard. That's how standard works. Yeah, I wanna try this Sawtooth deck at some point. I saw it play a match on the Hooglandia Open, but then I also saw that it did not appear to qualify for anything. So I assume that it ended up not doing very well over the course of the tournament. Opponent Crack and Fabled Passage. But it would still be fun to try, because Sawtooth Demolisher blowing up lands is pretty spicy. Opponent. That is a cute trick with Kaya. Get everything back. Opponent, Planetap land. Well, Cultivate. I assume this is Counterspell Mageddon, which is tricky. Well, we resolve our Cultivate, which is nice. Pass the turn. Opponent. Wait, what's a potential turn 3 combo kill in Standard? Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess I didn't think about it that way, but I guess technically, sort of it could be a turn 3 kill. That is cool. The other thing that we noticed playing it was you also have some issues where you run out of mutators and fizzle that way. So I think the deck, it's like really explosive and sweet, but it felt very inconsistent, I would say, when we played it. How's the upload coming on the podcast? I don't know what's going on with this. I assume, what unfortunate timing that I upload the video, I waited till it was completed uploading, because I can't stream and upload at the same time or things get wonky. So I waited until it was processing to fire up the stream, and usually it just takes like a minute or two, a couple of minutes. Sometimes it's as long like 5 or 10 minutes. So I figured, we'll stream, and then I'll just put the video live. But apparently there's some sort of bug where it's not going to process. So now I guess I'm going to have to re-upload it when the stream finishes, I think is my current plan. Well, Storm's Wrath. Out of here. Play a land. Foretell. Pass the turn. Oh, this isn't the dragon deck. This is like a prowess deck. Interesting. That makes me feel better. Or maybe it's the dragon deck with sprite dragons. Haven't gotten our stuff countered yet somehow. Oh, maybe it's YouTube having issues. I guess. Oh, there's the dragon. That is also a possibility. Another tome. Hits us. Down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's draw. Go to our main phase. Land. Alrund's Epiphany. Do they have the counter? Apparently not. So draw a card. Opponent. Did you ever do big haste in Standard? No, there was a Gruul haste deck that I built at one point, but I don't think we've ever played it. Opponent passes. Well, Seagate Restoration. Alrund's Epiphany. Number 2. Make some birds. Play the land. Maze Mind's Tome. Hit ya. Oh. Well, let's hit like three trolls off this Genesis Ultimatum. That would be ideal. Opponent. Takes 2. We're staying alive, we're staying alive. Mystical Dispute. They were delaying. It might just be the treasure that is giving them priority, but they waited a long time before our first Alrund's Epiphany resolved, which made me think there was some chance that they had Mystical Dispute, but I don't know. It could just be that the treasure is making them play that way, and we're doing it for nothing. Well, Scry. I think Tome to the bottom. Draw. Oh, well, okay. Maybe we just keep drawing Alrund's Epiphanies. That's also acceptable. Alrund's Epiphany. Keep finding them. Keep finding them. The birds are here. Cycle the Triome. I mean, if you just keep hitting Alrund's Epiphanies, can we find one more and have all 4 in a row? Oh, it's Brazen Borrower, apparently. All right, opponent borrows a bird. Well, we hit our opponent. Well, we'll scry. Come on, let's find the last one for the full rub-in. Haven, bottom. Draw. Haven. Well, there's all of our havens. Well, Genesis Ultimatum. Yes! Let's pull up some blue sources. An opponent scoops it up. The trolls are awake. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right. That went super well. Super well. Waking the Trolls is such a sweet card. It really is. We didn't look at Mark Rosewater's teasers either, did we? I forgot about that. That's something else that we usually do. Maybe we'll look at the teasers quick and see if we can figure them out. Also, I'm pretty proud that I took a break from Civ Mods to do this stream. I was a little worried that we just wouldn't have any streams anymore for a while, but disputed, negated, miscasted. That's probably it. Go down a Battle of Frost and Fire. Go down a Battle of Frost and Fire. Go down Migration's Path. Genesis Ultimatum. And one Wolf Willow. Run it like that. We played a bunch of Death Shadow the very first week or the very first day after Historic Anthologies came out. I'm sure we'll probably play more at some point, but 4 TSR booster with 4 buy a box promos. Have you all seen the prices? Have you all seen the prices of Time Spell Remastered? Boxes are up to $300 now. $300. I was thinking about ordering some more like a week ago, and they were $180. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good price. Like, yeah, I'll get some at some point. I even put them in my Amazon cart, but I didn't actually order them. But I was like, what's the rush? Like, I'll find them. I'll get them sooner or later. And now they're $300, and you like can't find them anywhere. The supply is just too low compared to the demand. They're just selling out. Local game stores are selling out. Online vendors are selling out. Yeah, we talk about it a little bit on the podcast today when we talk about MTG Finance. But when it comes down to it, I think I don't want to spoil too much of the podcast, but I think when it comes down to it, Wizards has plenty of reprint places. If you just look at the last year, we had Mystery Boosters, we had Jumpstart, we had Double Masters, we had Commander Legends, we had Time Spell Remastered. In the last 12 months, that's 5 supplemental sets that are either exclusively reprint products or at least partly reprint products. Like Jumpstart's not a full-on reprint set, but it had some like high-end reprints in it, and that's part of the theme. So there are 5 sets where Wizards could print things, and if you look at the stuff in those sets, there's Tarmogoyfs and Mana Crypts and Demonic Tutors, and it's a huge list of expensive stuff that people want reprinted. So we also got that aspect of it. The thing is, the sets just aren't printed heavily enough. I think that's what it comes down to. Like, people focus on different things. I personally think that, yeah, I mean, it would be nice, I guess, if boxes were more accessible. Like, cheaper is always better for people in general. But I think that box prices can be fine, even as high as they are. I think that that's not a huge deal. I think the amount of reprints are fine. I think that's not a huge deal. I think when it comes down to it, the supply is just too limited. Jumpstart was very limited. Double Masters was not super limited, but was limited. Commander Legends prices are already getting up there, even though that was an unlimited set from like 3 months ago. Time Spell Remastered, super limited. So I think when it comes down to it, Wizards doesn't need to make more reprint products. They just need to reprint. They just need to print more of the products they're making, essentially. Because I think, and it's really sneaky, Wizards has gotten, I mean, in some way I respect what they've been able to do, even though I think it's a little bit sneaky. I will tell you what I mean in a minute. But I feel like Wizards, they heard the community yelling, reprints. We want reprints. We need more reprints. You're not reprinting the good cards enough. You're not reprinting the Mana Crypts and the Demonic Tutor, like the high-end stuff. And Wizards was like, all right, so the community wants reprints. They keep yelling about this. So we gotta reprint stuff. However, we also want cards to remain expensive. That helps us sell more products. Like, if Mana Crypt was $5, no one's going to buy a booster pack trying to open a Mana Crypt, so we need the cards to stay expensive. So Wizards, very cunningly, they realize that what they can do to get around this is to have sets that reprint essentially everything. Like mystery boosters, but you make the set size a lot bigger than normal, and it has way more good rares and mythics than normal. So that means any individual card, like Mana Crypt, it's not actually open that much. But everyone sees, oh my god, Mana Crypt reprint, we need a reprint, hooray, hooray, hooray. So it's kind of like a really good marketing strategy by Wizards, where they can make it look like they're reprinting, and they really are reprinting. They're just not reprinting a lot of them, but they can make it the community feel like they're reprinting cards, but they're reprinting them in a way where they're actually not increasing supply all that much. So that keeps the prices high. And you can see this with a lot of the cards in Mystery Boosters. Like, if you look at these cards, Mystery Boosters was less than a year ago, and we were talking about these expensive cards being reprinted. Like, look at some of these. Like, Mana Crypt, it's more expensive now than when it was reprinted. And it was reprinted in Double Masters, and it was reprinted in Mystery Boosters in the last 6 months, and it's more expensive than ever. Triumph of the Hordes, a random uncommon. It was reprinted. It's back up to $20. It is more expensive than it ever has been, and it was just reprinted within the past year. So I feel like Wizards has really figured it out in a way that is not exactly what the community wants. Because when the community says we want reprints, they're thinking, I want Mana Crypt to drop down significantly in price. But Wizards figured out a way to reprint cards while still not really meaningfully decreasing prices, which I think is exactly what they want to do. Like, that's exactly what they're trying to do. Why is Kozilek so expensive? That is a... Oh my god, that video is never going to process. That is a good question. I would actually have to look. Has Kozilek been reprinted less than the other Eldrazi? I mean, Kozilek is a popular commander card. It is a popular commander card. But Ulamog sees playing commander too, doesn't it? Kozilek, Butcher of Truth. I guess it's been reprinted about the same as the other Eldrazi. Boy, I got a feeling we're about to get a little bit countered. Ooh, all right, not getting countered yet. That's good. It's funny that our opponent sideboarded to shut down Genesis Ultimatum when we have like a copy in our deck now. It's not one of our main plans. It just kind of is a value card. Well, blow up the dual lad. Draw with Maze Mindstone. Gain some life. Oh, more lands, more lands. So many lands. So that's my thinking about where we're at with reprints. Yeah, there's definitely some big... Ooh, that's actually not bad. There's some big differences between prices in US and Europe for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take this. We might actually win this game. We're going to get to make Troll. So we get the land. We can Epiphany with Negate back up to get to the last mode of... waking the trolls and then win. Epiphany. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yeah, we saw it coming. And the negate was ready. Extra turn. Yes. Ah! Opponent sees it coming. They see their death coming. I feel like Europe has a more efficient market. Which is funny, because America's big on like capitalism and all that stuff, but I feel like the European market with Magic card market is way better than anything we have in the US. We don't really have I guess the closest comparison would be something like TCG Player, but TCG Player seems a lot clunkier and less transparent than MCW, MCM, whatever it is, Magic Card Market. So I'm surprised that no one has really figured out a way to make a big popular Magic Card Market type thing, MKM, for the North American market. I think that would help with prices as well. Like, I think that's the difference. I don't think it's that cards are cheaper in Europe. I think it's that Europe is more efficient at selling player to player selling cards than we are here in the US. What do you think's missing from TCG Player to be at that level? That's a good question. I feel like I don't know if it's a barrier for getting into it. I feel like, and maybe I'm off base on this, but because I've never sold cards on Magic Card Market, but I feel like it is easier for a player to sell cards through MKM than it is on TCG Player. Maybe that's not correct, but I feel like it's hard to get started on TCG Player compared to MKM. I would be interested to see. I would be interested to see people's experiences who have actually used Magic Card Market a lot, and also used TCG Player, because my perception could be off because I've never used Magic Card Market because I'm not in Europe. But that is my perception. That's an expensive hand. Okay, this is fine. Not great, but this is passable. Well, we'll see. See what our opponent's up to. Like, after using Robinhood to buy and sell stocks, I am like kind of amazed how hard it is to buy and sell Magic cards. And it's not that it's hard. Like, there's a lot of good websites, but it kind of blows my mind how easy it is to buy and sell stocks on a platform like Robinhood. And I know Robinhood has a bunch of issues, but that's where I first started. When I first started buying and selling stocks was on Robinhood, and part of the reason that I started doing it on Robinhood was because it was super easy. I have since gotten Webull, which I think is better, but I guess forgeries, that is a good point. You don't have to deal with that when it comes to stocks. Well, Buffalo Haven. Gonna need to find a sweeper, I think. If we don't find a sweeper, I'm not sure how this goes. If we do find a sweeper, opponent gets and hits us, down to 18. Ooh, Annex. Pathway on red. Ooh, Lithiform Engine. Opponent's on the play, so we won't be in trouble. Corgonix, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Forged stocks are kind of the thing when it comes to shorts. Really? You can forge a short? Well, let's do this. No copying. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Copy it. Get 2 lands. Get an island. Get an island. Auron's Epiphany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh! Just short of being able to copy it. Torbrand. Oh my god. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 2 extra turns cause more than that. 2 extra turns is 9 mana. We can't survive another turn. We haven't. We're gonna... After this match, we'll talk about it, and then I'm gonna have to go figure out why that video is not uploading in a minute. Well, Elrond's Epiphany. Seagate Restoration. Blue, blue, blue. Red, red, green, green. Well... still can't double it, but Genesis Ultimatum. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. Oh, we're going to lose because of the land. Wow. That was close. Wow, that was so close. The power of Faceless Haven, like, that almost got us out of it, but they have this Faceless Haven to close it out, and we don't have a way to stop it. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, Faceless Haven just... I mean, that's why you play Faceless Haven. You play Faceless Haven because it is good in those exact scenarios. Like when your opponent rests your board. I don't think Charger's 3 damage because it's a triggered ability and Torbrand won't be on the battlefield by the time it happens. Well, trim. And we'll go 3. Let's go 3 Gargs. Run it like that. Clothos is here just to gain life, essentially. Copying a spell is 3. So we need 9 total mana to copy a foretold Epiphany, yeah. Copying triggered ability or activate ability 2, spell 3, permanent 4. Well, I mean, we get to ramp a lot. We'll see. If we can back it up by a sweeper, this is probably good. We're going to have a really fast Waking the Trolls, but if our opponent can get ahead... Alright, gonna run out the Rhyme Rock. Do a little rapping. Pathway on blue. Wolf Willow Haven. Cultivate. Red. Alright. Sweeper, please. Sweeper, please. We control, but is it enough? Hey, what's up, Yo Vivo? How are you? Hey, how's it going, Jonathan? Opponent hits us. Roiling Vortex. Interesting. And more Fireblade Chargers. Well, let's wake the trolls. Blow up a land. Play the mountain. Ooh! Elrond's Epiphany, 1 time to make some trolls, please. Opponent finds another land. Oh, so close, so close. What is this Magic Legends game? Alright, opponent has the cleave. That's more damage. Down to 8. Well, we gotta draw something. Man. Oh, not like this. Oh, no removal, no sweepers. Oh, so Magic Legends is a Magic adjacent, but not Magic game made by another studio but supported by Wizards. I don't know. The best I've heard people say is it's a 10-year-old Magic clone of Diablo. That's probably the description. It feels like a game from like, and I haven't played it, so this is just going by what I've heard people saying. I've heard some people say they really like it. I've heard other people say it is really awful. I've heard many people say it's a Diablo clone, and most people say it would have been sweet if it was like 5 or 10 years. Like, it looks like it was 5 or 10 years ago. So that's been the breakdown. The biggest disappointment for me is it's only 3 players, which apparently is very much not the industry standard for those games. Because we were going to do a Commander Clash, like a special Commander Clash stream of it, just for fun. Me, Tomer, Krim, and Richard. But then we found out that that's not even possible because it only supports 3 players, which seemed especially weird for a Magic game, because you would assume that Wizards would want Commander playgroups to be able to play it, like Commander Clash was going to. So it was very weird that it was only 3 players rather than 4. But anyway, here are the teasers from Mark Rosewater. So we got a couple of spoilers today in the Planeswalkers, which is that video. Yeah. So after we do this, I'm gonna have to go figure out and re-upload this video and also upload the podcast. But yes, we got some spoilers today. Spoiler season officially starts Thursday. So we got to stream tomorrow night. When we come back for the next stream, it'll be official spoiler season. But here are Mark Rosewater's teasers. So some things you can expect. A white card with the rules text, draw 3 cards. It doesn't say who's going to draw 3 cards. It's got to be... There's no way they're giving white a draw 3. Absolutely no way. It is not happening. It's got to be like, you gain a life, target opponent draws 3 cards or something like that. It's got to be. It's got to be. I guess it could be some sort of Punisher draw or like Taxi draw. That makes some amount of sense. A Planeswalker you know, but not as you know them. Well, that one we figured out. Like, that one showed up today with a Professor Onyx, probably better known as Liliana. So we found the Planeswalker that we know, but not as you know them. A card with Paulo on it, which is going to be sweet. I mean, last one was Fervent Champion with Javier on it. So I expect it to be a pretty decent card. A spell with 3 X's in its mana cost. Almost didn't read this one because we're a family friendly stream here. No triple X. I mean, we've seen triple X cards before though, like Astral Cornucopia. Yeah. So there could be a whole bunch of things you could do with 3 X's. The introduction of a new evergreen keyword. So far we've just seen Magecraft. I guess that could be a new evergreen keyword. It seems possible. You get XX. Oh no. Extra turn X spell, please no. A future shifted card appearing for the first time in a premiere set other than Future Sight. I feel like that's one we should be able to figure out. Like, what possible future shifted card? I feel like we got to pull up Moto. I guess it doesn't. All right, hang on. I mean, I think that's going to be our last game because I got to go deal with these video issues. Sorry, slightly shorter stream. We can look at Future Sight. Steamfogger Boss. All right, we'll come back to that one once Moto loads and we look at Future Sight. Oh, I missed one. A red sorcery that you can have as many copies in your deck as you want. I really hope it's a bad lightning bolt. I think it would be absolutely hilarious if it was like a 2-mana lightning bolt, like a lightning strike, a sorcery speed lightning strike that you can play any number of. I think that would be an interesting build around. So I hope that that's what it is some sort of burn spell, because I think that would be a good against odds episode. A card sharing something never shared before. Oh, actually, well, all right. A card sharing something that's never shared before. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Like, what does sharing even mean? A card sharing something never shared before. That one's confusing to me. Oh, hang on, I gotta... Chat froze. Let me reload chat. Oh, well... What about Nicole Bolas? So I guess Nicole Bolas is the opposite of that. Nicole Bolas is like stealing other planeswalkers' abilities. All right, so that could be Kazmina. That's possible. Let's look at Future Sight real quick. So it's a Future Sight card that is... I don't think you can filter just by Future Shifted, unfortunately, but... So it's a Future Sight card that has never been reprinted in a Premier set. Or a Future Shifted card. So what possibilities? So this is the Future Shifted frame. That has the unique frame on them. So it's going to be one of those cards. Huh. Nyx doesn't seem impossible. Nyx would be kind of funny against Genesis Ultimatum. Darksteel Garrison seems unlikely. I mean, it could just be a random common. Blade of the Sixth Pride. We've already got Narcomoeba. Arcanum Wings. Arcanum Wings would be kind of spicy. I could see that. Yeah, Nyx would actually be kind of funny. Yixit Jailer is very reprintable. Graveyard Hate on a body. Kind of like a Scavenging Ooze replacement. Storming Entity. Yeah, maybe. Edge of Autumn, I would be surprised. Next to Narcomoeba. Oh, Vidalcan Aetherbage. Yeah, I mean, Wizard Cycling, and it refers to Slivers, so I would be surprised, unless Slivers is in the set and we don't know it. Spellbind Oath. I mean, I guess that's theoretically possible. We're probably overthinking it. It's probably like Thornweld Archer or something. Just like a random... It's not going to be Bound in Silence. We've already gotten Aven Mind Sensor. Second Wind, I guess, is theoretically possible. But I bet it's like a Blind Phantasm or like a Bonded Fetch or something like that. Grinning Angus is probably too good. Well, it'll be interesting to see. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities, and it's going to be hard to nail it down. Wizard Cycling would be powerful, but I think referring to Slivers makes it seem unlikely to me. An MDFC with the same card type on both sides that hasn't been printed before, I would be shocked if it wasn't the Kenris. It's got to be, what is it, Will and Rowan or whatever? It's got to be Will on one side, Rowan on the other side. I would be shocked if it was not that. Spellweaver Volute? That would be interesting. A cycle of enemy dual lands finishing off a 10-card cycle. So what enemy dual lands have unfinished cycles? So if we do this, we sort by lands, we sort by rarity. So pathways are finished. Fetch lands are finished. It's not going to be commander lands, and I think they're finished anyway. Oh, Battle for Zendikar lands are so bad. Pain lands finished. Fast lands finished. Filter lands finished. Shock lands finished. Buddy lands finished. Creature lands finished. Scry lands finished. What if it's the Horizon lands? Horizon lands are so good. Oh man, I would love Horizon lands in Standard. That would be spectacular. Because we know they're putting fetch lands in Modern Horizons, so it's unlikely that they're going to be in Modern Horizons. I assume that it's a rare land cycle. Oh wait, we should be looking at allied color land, shouldn't we? That actually, so we should be looking at allied color pairs that don't have enemy color pairs. So like cycling lands, that's an unfinished cycle, does not have an enemy cycle. Nimbus Maids? Where's the horrible One's from Port Town. Oh boy, this cycle's actually, that's kind of depressing. If it isn't something surprising like the Horizon lands, our best hope, I think the BFZ lands are like mid to low tier. The Shadows over Innistrad lands are like low tier. I guess the cycling lands would be our best bet. If it's not going to be like the Horizon lands. Yeah, the unfinished cycles for... Ooh, slow fetches. Yeah? Are those an unfinished cycle? I guess they could be. I feel like that's more likely in a Commander Horizons or something. Commander Legends. Fortnite, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to your view. Some snippets of rule text. Search your library and graveyard for up to 4 creature cards with different names. Probably going to be expensive. Or who knows what it does. Maybe it says, I don't know, put them into exile or something. Otherwise, put a study counter on it. Okay, study counters make sense for a college set. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability to trigger, that is the line that I want to know. Hey, what's up, Scrit? How are you? That's the line I want to know the end of most. My hope is it's trigger it 2 additional times. Like triple Panharmonicon. That's what I am hoping for. Or even just a normal Panharmonicon. Trigger it an additional time. The nightmare is, it could be whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability to trigger, counter it or something like that. And it's the exact opposite of what I'm dreaming about. Untap each creature you control, then tap any number of creatures you control. Okay. Pay 10 life. Sure. Draw a card. Maybe that's the white card draw. Pay 10 life, draw a card. I would be all about that. Repeat this process 6 more times. We saw that on Liliana. Pests. Bats, insects, snakes, and spiders. Are there pests in Magic? Is that... Well, I guess there's like pest tokens. Each mode must target a different player. Who knows? Whenever an opponent activates an ability that isn't a mana ability, counter it. Where X is the number of cards in your library, draw X cards where X is the number of cards in your library. I would appreciate that. Turtle Druid, Bird Warlock, Frog Wizard, Spirit Dwarf, Troll Druid, Eye Bat, Legendary Vampire Warlock, Legendary Orc Shaman, Legendary Druid Dryad, or Dryad Druid, Legendary Artifact Creature Construct. Oh, so those are our sneak peeks. Those are our spoilers. It is going to be interesting. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this set. We only got 2 days to go. But, unfortunately, what is Crim's Twitch? Is it the Asian Avenger? It's got to be the Asian Avenger. Anyway, everyone, yeah, Thursday is the official start of spoiler season, so we'll start to finish it up. However, there's bad news, and the bad news is this video refuses to process. I started at the start of the stream, it was processing. We've streamed for 2 hours, it's still processing. That means I gotta run and try to fix this video and upload the podcast. But we will be back tomorrow afternoon, 2 Eastern time tomorrow, to have some more fun, to play some more Magic. So, on that note, everyone, reminders on the way out the door. And sorry for a short one. Yeah, I upload a lot of YouTube videos. It should say processing complete at the bottom. This should say processing complete. You can go to next, but it doesn't let you do anything because it's not done yet. So. It's got to be a YouTube bug. But there will be a spoiler video going up on the YouTube momentarily, along with the podcast going up on the YouTube, along with today's Budget Magic was sweet. So see that on the YouTube. Replay YouTube if you want to look back on any of our super fun times today, playing some trolls, talking Strixhaven. You can find it on the Replay YouTube. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is pretty awesome, and they are Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. So just let them know in your order notes you want one. They'll hook you up. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome. Go check out some Magic Legends with Krim. Tell Krim hello that I'm going to upload spoiler content. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, 3 Eastern time. Until then, have a spectacular evening, a good morning, and I will talk to you soon.